Papa don't tell, she the kneel for grave where my youth day. Papa Emeka, don't blind from growing. Pikin don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. This self they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just swing home. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
Chinedu voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg, my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try, yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try, oh.
Back up joins with a trembling, oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Na wana na mose vive na kiti enoi. Na tulaje bwana mabuli vemelem. Kuja. Atibe kuena tulane bovo. Timalugo no godo koko do nyano be hule. Dani mona tunilu. Na ya kalakana kwa lerinu mwangulu. Ngula matali woso jere futa mbaka njuba diali. Ama abulezi okwenu. Na baka la kelwe gonezi enwe. Numocha kala kelwe gonudezi. Maka na baba neno wa aralu nunuteyi. Umu Biafra kunyenwe. Umu Biafra kunyenwe. Unanu kwa ni mono nuno mono nezi biakenenwe. Ono nenu lila tono na nagulugu senyi tono nugu banatayi. Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo. Makana juko no 1 million no we bofu wa mabulezi okwe. Naka ni kwata million kwa kwacha sienyi ka kesu ezo pabule be wero tamanu. Umu Biafra kuyenwe. Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo. Makano fobi abakama. Na nugo no way. Biafra na bekele umunina. Nkabo nkani. Wadati na ijele wanyi bekele mi. Akwage bulu kwekene na fande otu Biafra is our hope. And the Biafra is our religion. Nkodi na wata chieza muno bibu onye iwere. Wesi ya kene rugio. Adubagwo chukwo. Ikemba one of Biafra land mongwem. Adawunele kala ya dike. Mafondi mo jiri die bube bigade biche vele mongwem. Abuzikwa odogwu eji mala Igbo niile. Odogwu eji mala Biafra bịa. Kedumegwu Chukwu. Papa gị si ekene logi Filipu Effiong. Abuzikwa nwoke kwuru okwu wee kwụsị okwu si na Biafra ekunye. Na ya bụ Biafra ya tụrụ ugo wee nata. Na bụrụ na ya bụ Biafra ekunyigo. N'ọkụ ọgụlị nwata n'aka na ele. Ọba gị isi ekene logo onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Amadike Biafra kedu ebe ị nọ dike? Amadike Biafra bịa n'ụlọ.
She has no jurisdiction to crime. None whatsoever. I came out of the
Ọba gị bụ ofu onye tiri ndị ilo mgbada nwụrụ ahụ n'isi.
from my case and cannot try my case.
Amadike.
There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not
Amadike
know.
bụ mmanwụ ndị
It is
ilo.
my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you.
Emekene gị na.
Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I
N'isi
sent a
ekene
petition to
logi
NJC
Biafra
about it.
COS Dr. Ngozi Orabueze bịa keneli o.
Is using
Abuzikwa
her
oke nwaanyị gị
position
ka
for
bụ na
personal
akpọ
gain.
n'ama.
For personal gain.
Ada Biafra n'ịtọtọ.
Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges.
Ezi nne m obi ụmụ ya bịa ngwa ngwa
They
o.
told them. They
Nwoke
told
dị
them
na nwaanyị bịa n'ụlọ
that if they
unu.
convict me, this is what happens.
Isi ike n'ụmụ Biafra kwụ gị n'azụ.
Nobody wants to do
Maka na akwụdola eze ochie n'ụwa ịmalụ gị enu.
That's the problem.
Na gidigidi bụ ugwu eze ọma bụrụ eziokwu.
They sent her to my case.
Akwa gị si ike kenelu gị ndị Biafra gọọmenti niile. Ndị nọ na exile cabinet bịa n'ụlọ unu mwe. Ọnụ ekene unu jisinu ike na Chukwu na ndị a na ya agba unu ume. Maka na onye sụrụ ọbịa ya atọ ka anyị malụ gị enu eyi. Jisienu ike. Ekenelu m ndị Biafra Liberation Army ụmụ Chukwu. Ndị ejezo Biafra land bịa kenenu eyi. The great oracles of Biafra na unu eyi. Ọnụ ekene unu n'ama. Na nụnụ jisi ike n'ọrụ. Na Chukwu ya gba unu ume. Ụmụ Chukwu. Ụmụ Chukwu ene. Asị ekene ya the Prime Minister H.E. Maazị Simon Eba. Abuzikwa agbata obi yo. Otu adịrị ụmụ Biafra bịa n'ụlọ anụ nganga mpi otembe wile nna me. Mmiri na-arị ugwu bịa o. Kudu akọ mmiri na-akwa n'onu. Mmụọ na-akpọ akpụ bịa keneli o. Ọdọgịrị dị m. Ose fụrụ ndị ilo bịa n'ụlọ n'uwe. Makwale n'aka ose adị mma n'anya. Mgbe eji mụ agụkọ onye ilo si n'ọdịrọ nkasị onye ilo ya tinye isi onye ilo wee walọsọ. Abuzikwa nwa agbata obi ihe. Ọgada gidi dike bịa n'ụlọ. Mgbe eji ekwela n'ihe bịa. Onyinye Chukwu nyere ndị Biafra na n'onu eyi. N'ụlọ m ekele gị. Asị m na ya adịrị ndị Biafra niile na mma o. Asị na ya adịrị unu niile na mma. Ma ndị anyị na-akpọrọ ọnwụ elu wutere anyị wee rie nne. Ma Nani na akpona nudo na nudo no way. Makana mbona boke kwe na abonike. Moya na no, moya no. No be voye the belly ne no wa believe emeleme. A good legacy will last forever, ma believe emeleme. And in remembrance of my bless you.
This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Panelists. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the body boy, see no day for talk. See nothing for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Panelists. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run.
And every one of you, and as I do welcome you, as always, I will ask you to welcome those around you. I welcome you by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, because unlike any other, this very broadcast, simulcast on multiple platforms this very day, morning, noon, or night, depending on where you are, is being relayed right across the face of this very planet Earth. A lot of people are watching, a lot of people are listening, and many of you will be blessed as a result of it. And as I do welcome you, please endeavor, or should I say, try to welcome other people as well. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, the director of radio Biafra and Biafra television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Regardless of where you are, as I said earlier, we are welcoming you, and we are going to pray as it is customary for us to do here. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you, and before we proceed, we are going to pray. As it is usual with us here on this platform, we pray because we are nothing without the Almighty. We are going to offer praise and adoration to Him as always, and I will, of course, should I say, unfailingly pray in the language of heaven. Some may misunderstand, some of them may try to misconstrue, but one thing is certain right now, in the presence of the Almighty God, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai in heaven, the angels are singing, worshiping, and praising the Most High with the very oldest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụla ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụla ya bụ ọka aka ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etu gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tuo gị ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere, anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị niile anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikuni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị onwe anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye ebighị ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must therefore proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach this very day, because heaven and earth will bear us witness. Very morning, all of you, I believe that those who are watching know who we are and why we do what we do. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth, the director of radio Biafra and Biafra television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, Chukwu Kikabia Mapuromi Henine, servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. Some of you tried to do something about it with the End SARS protest, but some of us quickly, or should I say some of you quickly capitulated because of your tribal affiliations or religious considerations. They managed to divide each and every one of you. But today you must make up your mind what you want to do. Do you want to change your lives, or do you want to continue residing in a damnable zoological republic with no hope, way, or means out of the mess that you're in? Why can't we change our lives? Those who are telling you that a revolution is not the best way to go about it, ask them, how come Russia is advanced today? How come the United Kingdom, Britain is advanced today? How come Germany is advanced today? How come France is advanced? How come Spain is advanced? How come the United States of America, of course the greatest country on this very earth, is where they are today? Is because in each and every of these countries there was a revolution. Either a violent overthrow of a very corrupt and inept regime, or there was what I would refer to as intellectual revolution. In Africa, none of these appears to be present at the moment. Those of them that commenced the End SARS protest tried as much as they can, but the forces that be overwhelmed them, the forces of darkness, the forces of hate, the forces of retrogression, The forces of iniquity prevailed, especially with the help of their journalists and their media houses. But this time around, we must prepare ourselves. But before we do so, we must ask this very important question. Are we all prepared for this very change that is about to come? Are we mentally tough enough to withstand all the garbage that will be thrown at us? Are you strong enough to jettison every emotional consideration that has to do with tribe, ethnicity, or religion? Once we are able to overcome all of this nonsense, believe you me, this very next phase of revolution will stand and stand very, very strongly. Everybody knows that Nigeria is a scam, a very big one at that. Nigeria is being run by an extremist bunch of dictators called the presidency. All of you know this. Everybody understands this very fact that Buhari is no more. You know that Buhari is dead. Everybody knows. But those still perpetuating this very myth that Buhari is alive are those pinning their hopes on 2023. So this is a collection of odd bedfellows. These are people who are determined by every means available to cling on to power, to continue to impoverish you, to continue to allow terrorists from all across the Sahel to occupy your farmlands and your forests. They rape your mothers, they abduct your sisters, they kill your traditional rulers, they kill the daughters of your prominent men, and you do nothing about it because their only consideration is to keep you focused on this very elusive, better Nigeria to come. You and I know that Nigeria can never, ever be better. We know that very well. The whole world understands that Nigeria can never, ever be better. Why are you pinning your hopes on it? You're pinning your hopes on it so you can go to Dubai, like Atiku and the rest of them, and buy houses for your wives and your concubines. You are doing so because you think it's the turn of your village to eat money. And I have consistently asked this question. Biden, that has just been confirmed as the US president, is he from your village? Boris Johnson from the United Kingdom, is he from your village? Is Angela Merkel from your ethnic group? I'm asking you in the zoo. But you prefer to live in all these countries, which means that ethnicity is irrelevant. What matters is the policies being pursued by any specific or particular government or regime.
With these politicians that have held bent in serving the zoo and continue to do so on the 2nd of December, what are we going to do to them? And this, the other one is there anything that can be given to you for exchange or for you to drop the vision or the aim to have Biafran independent come 2nd December?
I want you to understand our slogan have changed. Our slogan is freedom or die. And let me make it very clear that when we say freedom or die, it is not about Simon Ekpa. I will be here to finish this war and this fight that I have started. One thing is that anybody that is thinking that Simon Ekpa is going to compromise, the person have not been, I don't think that person have been born. Simon Ekpa will be the last person to even think about compromising or discussing with anybody anything that is not the freedom of Biafra. And like I said, any day I discuss with anybody, instead of discussing the Biafra freedom, I discuss for my interest. The spirit of my mother will slap me deaf and dumb. People don't know how I managed to come to do what I'm doing today. And like I said, I will remain a mystery. There is something powerful force that I can never go against. So any day that I do something that is not for the interest of Biafra and how Biafra will come, the spirit of my mother will slap me deaf and dumb. I think that is the highest thing that will happen to somebody before the person dies. So issue of Simon Ekpa compromising or collecting anything shouldn't come to anybody's mind. And those who have worked very closely with me will understand what I'm saying. Having said that, those who say they are not going to stay alive and see Biafra come, you see they are dying one after the other. So the politicians you are talking about, you should be talking about if they are alive till then. So those who make it alive will be treated in accordance with the Biafra law, the law of Biafra and the constitution of Biafra. So what the law says about the politicians who fought against the freedom of Biafra will take its course, not what Simon Ekpa say. So the law of Biafra will be designed based on the experience we have, based on what we went through in the process of our freedom, and on that ground, those that will write the constitution of Biafra will design it in a way that they will touch those who have fought against us, especially those who fall into the categories of politicians who are hell-bent to serve Nigeria, not Simon Ekpa. But of course, the law of Biafra will take its course, and the law enforcement agency of Biafra land will make sure that they uphold the law of Biafra, and those who found wanting will serve, will given the punishment they deserve in accordance with the Biafra constitution, the Biafra law. Thank you very much.
I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. We have come back once again to continue on our line of program that we started long time ago, and we must continue. More especially on the discussion we had yesterday. I promised that we're going to come back today to continue on it, and that we are going to continue on that very path. I welcome everyone that has connected to this program this morning, wherever you're watching from. Whether you're watching me on TikTok, or you're watching on Facebook, or you're watching on YouTube, where I'm hosting the program, I welcome you. Those who are watching from Asia, from Europe, from America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you're watching from Russia, you're watching from China, you're watching from Africa, from Nigeria, or from Biafra land. Wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of this program. Remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We come here to spread the gospel of Biafra to the whole world. We come here to debunk the lies they have told against Biafrans. We come here to update and educate Biafran people and the world at large. We come to this platform to debunk every lie they have told against our leaders, against the Biafran people. We come here to expose the atrocities of Nigerian government against the innocent indigenous people, and more especially the Biafran people. We come here to present the truth and tell our story. We don't want to allow others to be telling our story. We tell it the way it is. So you are all welcome. I appreciate everyone that has connected. Thank you for joining us. Remember, it is always an interactive section. Every morning when we come here, you are free to join us wherever you are. Everybody is allowed to join us on this platform to air their opinion. The only thing that qualifies you to be part of us in this platform is for you to be a human being. As long as you're a human being, you are welcome to this platform. No matter your ideology, your orientation, your line of thought, your religion, it doesn't change anything. All we want is to present our case before the whole world and let the world hear us out. If you have a superior argument, bring it on. That is what we want. You have a genuine contribution to make, bring it on. You have an observation, bring it on. That is why we're here. We are not here for propaganda, for blackmail, for saga. That's not why we're here. We are here focused in the pursuit of the restoration of Biafra. And we're here looking towards everything, more especially our enemies. Those who have made themselves enemies to the restoration of Biafra. I mean, the British, the politicians in Nigeria, and the Caliphate. These are the major culprits who are holding us down. And they are the real enemy who has made themselves enemy. We didn't make them our enemies. They, by themselves, took that very position as an enemy of Biafra, and will treat them as such. So I welcome everyone I have connected so far. Welcome Chibuzo Ede, thank you for joining. Okafor Chijoke, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Onoma Arinze, thank you so much for joining. Onoma Arinze. Kinsley Iboma, thank you so much for joining. Kinsley Iboma, thank you. Ogadi Ken, thank you for joining. Ogadi Ken. Gerard Dike, thank you for joining. Gerard, I appreciate you. OC Inc., thank you for joining. OC, formidable member. Gerard Dike, you're welcome. Formidable member. I appreciate you. Clara Adedoku. Clara Adedoku, you're welcome, Clara. Thank you for joining us, Clara. Uche Onyendi, thank you for joining us, Uche Onyendi. Appreciate you. Okay, Udo, thank you for joining us, Okay, Udo. Okay, Udo, thank you for joining us. And everyone that have connected, those who are watching us from TikTok, whether I mention your name or not, you are special and you're highly welcome to this amazing program. And we are going to run it as we always do. Rosie Chima, thank you for joining. Rosie Chima, I appreciate you. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, we have come today to continue to do what we have to do. Our enemies are fighting us from right, left, and center, creating so many distractions that's to an extent that some of us have forgotten why we are requesting for Biafra. So many of us have forgotten why we are doing what we are doing. So many of us have forgotten the main reason we are asking for the United States of Biafra as a nation. Some have forgotten the reason Biafrans travel to Lati and went there to declare Biafra. Some of us have forgotten that Biafrans spent their hand-earned money, traveled all the way from their various destinations assembled in Lati to redeclare Biafra. Some of us have forgotten the sacrifice of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekana, today in Nigeria, in the hand of the zoo. Some of us have forgotten the sacrifice of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba. You no longer understand it. You think it's a joke. We are not taking it serious. That is how bad it has gotten. Some of us have even forgotten the reason we come online every day and we are talking, we shouting. They have forgotten. Some of us are today speaking about their own personal interests. It is about their friend. It is about their townsman. It's about their townswoman. It's about those who agree with them. It's about those who don't agree with them. You have forgotten the reason we are asking for Biafra. That is why we are here every morning to remind you. Sorry. Because we are not supposed to forget. We are not supposed to forget, no matter what happens, we are not supposed to forget why we are here. We are not supposed to forget the reason we are doing what we are doing, no matter how tiring it might be, no matter the attack we are getting, no matter the hindrances, you must know that you will continue to do what you have to do because it is worth doing. The reason we do everything we do is because our life is at stake. The situation of Nigeria today is a matter of life and death. Everyone is in trouble, including those who have refused to speak. It is not only the Biafrans. The Biafrans are speaking because Chukwu Okike made it so. It has a reason. Maybe sometimes I just decide and say, maybe that's the reason they were placed in that contraption in the first place. Because whatever Chukwu Okike does, he has a reason for doing it. And I see the reason we are left there is for us to fight and redeem everybody. For us to fight and save everybody in that zone. And that is exactly what the Biafrans are doing today. Putting everything on the line to save everybody. Even though it backfires to us, even though it brings other hindrances to us, it brings bad name to us, we continue to pursue that very project. It is not our project, it's the project of Chukwu Okike to redeem mankind from Nigeria. And we have been in that cause for a long time. But at this particular point in time, we believe that all those trials is coming to an end. And every one of us, it is time for us to sit up and do what we have to do. We need to sit up. Nobody's going to do it for me. Nobody's doing it. We have to carry our cross and fight our battle. That is the truth. Carry your cross and fight your battle. Nobody's going to fight it for you until you learn to take responsibility. When you look at the restoration of Biafra today, where we are, when you look at where we are today and what is happening, if you are not strong, you might be tempted to walk away. You might be tempted to walk away. If you are not strong in this cause of Biafra, you might be tempted to walk away because there are many things that are going to pull you out. There are many genuine reasons that are going to pull you out. But when you look through, you will equally see many reasons why you should hang on. Even from people who have fought for this battle before us. A lot of people have passed through this road before us. It was never easy for them. Many lost their life in the journey. Many lost their means of livelihood. Many lost friends and families. And today, some of us are still losing the same thing in the same manner. We are still losing lives. But unfortunately, we are not supposed to be seeing what we are seeing today. But the enemies have infiltrated our movement so much that some things that are happening today are unavoidable. They are unavoidable. I can bet you that they are unavoidable. And I say they are unavoidable not because I want to make it sound good, but because it is what it is. So many things that are happening today, there's no way you can avoid it. No matter how you try to avoid them, you cannot. The more you try to avoid them, the more they draw closer to your face. Today, in the cause of Biafra, you don't even know whom to trust. You don't know who is who. Everybody is acting out. Everybody is pretending. Everybody is claiming to be an angel. Everybody is claiming to be the right person. But I believe by the special grace of God, in a very short while, that revelation is going to come. You cannot pretend anymore. It is really, really bad. Only because of the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have been denied a lot of things. The same thing, the absence of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we have been denied a lot of things. And how long shall we continue to put ourselves in a situation where we will continue to lose? How long shall we continue on that path? The system of Nigeria today has been properly put in place to hold you back, to hold me back, to see that we don't succeed. But the problem is not that they are putting that system. My question is, why are we allowing the system that does not favor anybody to work? Why are some people ready to put everything on the line to keep a system that is not working? I ask again, why are we allowing what we are allowing today? Even when we know that the system has been placed in such a way that we will remain enslaved, why are we accepting it? And when I say why are we, I'm referring mainly to the Biafran people, because we are the target. We are the target that is being used to reach every other person. These people know that once they succeed with the Biafra, every other person in Nigeria is a history. Once they can succeed with Biafra, everybody is history. And this is why they are doing what they are doing. This is why they don't want to hear Biafra issue. This is why they are attacking us in all corners, online, offline. They don't want us to shine because of their own selfish interest. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program today, every one of you should know that we have a major problem at hand. Just like we said yesterday, the Nigerian political elites, the Biafran political elites, these are the problems that we have. I don't know how we are going to talk about this. You can continue to deny it for all I care. That remains our problem. You can continue to pretend that everything is okay. You can continue to showcase something different from what is happening. But we have promised ourselves that this platform will always say it the way it is. And that is why we have chosen a topic to discuss today, which says, politicians in Biafra land are the major culprit in the death and enslavement of Biafra. But why? Politicians in Biafra land are the major culprits in the death and enslavement of Biafrans. But why? You have heard my question. And I believe each and every one of us will have an answer or a suggestion to this very topic. Politicians in Biafra land are the major culprits in the death and enslavement of Biafra. This is the truth and nothing but the truth. The politicians in Biafra land are the major instrument that the Caliphate and the British are using to keep us down. These people are handpicked to work for the zoo. Every one of them, they are handpicked. None of them is different from the other. One thing we have to understand is that they will always try to hide this truth, but we here, we come to reveal the truth. Nigerian politicians in Biafran territory are the evil that we have today. If you remember how the IPOB was proscribed, you can remember that those that proscribed IPOB were the politicians in Biafra land. The people that put their signature to proscribe IPOB were the politicians in Biafra land. And meanwhile, IPOB was something that was established to help the Biafrans to hear their voice, to unite the Biafrans and make them have a headway. But the Ohaneze and the governors led each other to the gallery and spent all the time they want, enjoy themselves, but they don't care about it. Every one of us that is in this program today have to know that we have to change the game. Changing the game to focus on those who want us dead. Who are they? The politicians. They have no plan for you, and they have no plan for me. The politicians in Biafra land. Some of them, even we thought that they were innocent, finally have proven themselves that they want something else. What we are suffering today, the enslavement we are suffering today in Biafra land, is sponsored and caused by the politicians. They sponsor it directly and indirectly. The attack of the herdsmen today is overlooked by the politicians. They don't care. Some of them pretend because they have high walls in their fence, they have electric fence, nothing is going to come in. We had when these criminals made their move. It's not the first time, not the second time, not the third time, and will not be the last time. These people have committed so much crime against the Biafran people that we can no longer forget. If you remember, it is still the same politicians that engineered the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. The kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya was sponsored and led by these politicians. You know, when we speak about it, some of them run away. They pretend it's not happening. It is a pity that I spoke about it later. But that is the truth. The politicians in Biafra land are the cause of our tragedy today. They are, from the smallest one to the biggest, from their House of Senate, House of Assembly, to the local government chairman. Everyone that is serving under the Zoological Republic government, there's nothing to write home about them. Nothing to write home about them. And they will continue on this path of destruction until they are destroyed. If you think they are going to change tomorrow or next, they will not change. They will not change. The more you wait for them to change, the more they become more deadly. These politicians proscribed the IPOB. These same politicians came together and planned the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is these same politicians that sponsored the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. Even in the case of Finland, it was much more open than ever. We saw them send their letters to Finland. We saw them presented. And we had people who they committed that came out and said what they did. They put a ransom on the head of our prime minister. They worked with Finnish authorities to take Mazi Simon Ekpa out. And they are still doing the same. That is why you see his case is still lingering. Something that has not happened in Asia country. It has not happened in Asia or anywhere. Things you cannot find in other places are what you are seeing among our politicians. They plan their evils against us. They sponsor atrocities against us. They sponsor all kinds of wickedness against us, including making sure that we are not relevant. These are people who will sell the opportunity of their people to other people. To know how wicked these people are, do you know that most of the bills that are passed in the House of Assembly, many of those lawmakers do not attend? If you go and check some of their bill, you will be seen absent. The politicians in Biafra land always absent themselves. Ask them, why are they being absent in the votes that are being cast in their house? A place where you've gone to represent people. But when a vote is casted, you will be absent. It should to help us. The situation is not palatable. It is not something to write home about. But I want to let every Biafran that is watching us to know that we can still make it. We can still make it by going after these people who are keeping us down. And when we say going after them, don't wait for instruction. Don't wait for order. We have done it before when a mother was trapped and beaten to stupor. May Chukwu Bukabe Magara protect us. We will continue to pursue our freedom, and we will not allow their obstacles, their temptations, and their hindrances to capture us. Whenever we come here, we will always remind them that Biafra is for all of us and not for them alone. Because Biafra is for all of us, we need to make our voice heard. It is not for any other thing, not for personal interest, but to make sure we attack that thing that is hindering us from making progress. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu to look into the structure of the Liberation Army. Look into the structure. We must have to support the Liberation Army of Biafra, regardless what you feel, how you feel, or where you belong. And those that are causing confusion, you must cease now. This idea of opening up factions and factions everywhere will not help anybody. It will not help anybody. It is difficult to get through some of the issues that is holding us. But no matter how hard it is, I will not hesitate to continue to speak when I can, how I can, and with the little strength I have. The responsibility lies on every one of us, you and I. It is important that we add our voice. We have different time zones. My sleeping moment might be your moment of exercising yourself or working out. That is why it is important that every one of us must come out, put our hands together, and do what we have to do. Politicians in Biafra land are the major culprits in the death and enslavement of Biafra. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, all you need to do is to look inward. Look at the things that are happening around us today. So many a time, Biafrans have been denied their rights in Nigeria. And nobody speaks on their behalf. Many atrocities have committed against us. Nobody stands or speaks. And they forget that injustice against one is injustice against all. Today, the denial of justice to Mazen Nandekano is a denial of justice to you and to me, even though we continue to deny it. The denial of justice to Mazen Nandekano is a denial of justice to you and to me. We have seen several times the Zoological Republic government come out and they say that it is the politicians in Biafra land that are holding Mazen Nandekano, even though I do not believe it. But they have a hand in it. Even though I don't accept that excuse, it is true. These politicians derive joy in the continuous detention of Mazen Nandekano. They derive joy in it. They derive so much joy in it. That is why in a country like the zoo, remember we have 3 major tribes in that Nigeria as constructed. I'm not saying this to exalt anybody. In that Nigeria, we were meant to know that they have 3 major tribes. In fact, they themselves divided that country into 3 major tribes. The Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas. And it is believed that anybody that is from the north is an Hausa. If you are from the west, you are Yoruba. And if you are from the east, you are Igbo. We are not the one that put that in place. They themselves did that, and they continue to represent that country in that form. We have seen that the northern part of Nigeria has been able to hold themselves in that northern agenda. They have been able to hold themselves with that northern agenda. That is why they will tell you that they have the number. Even now that we know that the middle belt have said time and time again they are not. The middle belt have taken themselves away from the northern part of Nigeria so many times, on so many occasions. So many times. But these people have refused, and they continue to drag them in order to win numbers, more especially for the interest of their election. Even though we know that these numbers are false, they are not real. But they continue to put these numbers, and they force the middle belt into them. And nobody sees anything wrong in it. In the Southwest, dominated by the Yorubas, nobody challenges that. But in the Southeast, they decided to create another section inside Southeast, which they call South-South. Even though we know that South-South does not exist anywhere, the political elite embrace that South-South. That is part of their evil. The political elite in Biafra land do not argue that issue of South-South. Do you know that today, the northern part of Nigeria are still fighting very hard to keep the middle belt with them? The northern politicians are fighting hard. They can never agree with you that there's something like middle belt. They don't recognize it. They don't recognize it. They use it to keep themselves together in the north. But in the Southeast, it is very easy for a politician to embrace South-South. Even wake up tomorrow and create another one, they will embrace it without any challenge. They won't even argue about it. South-South that was created was a political creation, and the target, the reason they created South-South was to divide us, to make sure that we do not have political strength, to divide and water down our political strength. And these politicians, these idiots that call themselves politicians, they saw it, they know why they know that it was created for political purpose to break them into pieces. But they embraced it. They embraced it. And today, when you talk about the Southeast, they will now limit you to 5 states. But in the original construct of that country, in the original construct, they have 3 sections: the North, the Southwest, and the Southeast, into 3 places. That was the original construct. And now they have decided to begin to create many factions. There is supposed to be the middle belt. The middle belters, the North are fighting it hard. They fought it and they are still fighting it. Even officially, you can't talk about the middle belt. Even though they know that middle belt exists, they cannot agree. They will not accept it. They continue to push the North in order to have that number to win vote or to win any argument they want to win, to win any bill they want to win. But in our side, the idiots that call themselves politicians, they continue to dance to the tune of the people that want to divide them. More especially the British and the Caliphate, because they were the one that introduced all this nonsense. But because of the greed in the life of the politicians in the Southeast, Biafra land, they quickly embrace anything for their political gain. There is one thing that is happening recently that I don't know whether you people will. You see the new state, Aniocha state, they want to create. This is the same Aniocha that some of them politically have been fighting, that Aniocha is not part of the Southeast. They take it out that it's not part of the Southeast. They say they're not part of us. They say they are not Igbos. But deep down in them, they know that these people are Igbos. Today, because of creation of state, for them to have power, to dominate people, to find people to control, they are now accepting Aniocha. And they want to create Aniocha and put it in the Southeast. The politician, an ordinary politician now will embrace that idea simply because he wants to have power. He wants to be a governor. He wants to be a senator. He wants to get allocation. He wants to have a place where he can be able to steal. And for that, he will embrace it. But these were people who were denying this same issue. When it comes to the real fact of getting their own nation, we want to have a nation Biafra. When Mazen Nanekano spoke about the Biafra and the map, we talk about Biafra and map and we include all the states in the old Southeastern region. They say, la, 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 they are not Biafra. They are not. They prefer to choose the British colonial political diagram that was given to them or map. That is what they prefer. That British political map is what they prefer. And that is what they project anytime they come out. We cannot continue on that path. Because of the evil of these politicians, they were there. Allocations are being given. Not in the absence. It's not in absence. Some allocations that are given to them, they don't give account to it. And the government does not hold them accountable. And some allocations that are given that are not even, the Southeast are not affected, is because the people that are representing you are not ready to fight for it. They are not ready to fight for it. They don't care. I could remember when they were talking about the loan, student loan. Student loan that you were taking out to do, it wasn't because of anything, it was because the people that represented you were not there to participate and vote when they were supposed to vote. Some of them later confessed that they were not there when the vote was done. Even when money is borrowed, money that will be borrowed and shared to implement certain things on Nigeria, they will be there to sign up for the borrow of money. But when the allocation will be shared, they will not be there. They will be absent. And some of them intentionally go absent because they are being paid and bribed not to be there. That is why we said Islamization of Nigeria is just like an ABC. It's a question of giving them a promise of one thing or the other. On the day of vote, they will not come there. Just like the votes they passed, that bill they brought. The bill they brought in the assembly to expand the Sharia law to all than the other part of the country. And the bill was halted. And they think it is all done. It is not gone. That bill is not gone. It's still there. The only thing it takes is to call them on phone and put some millions of naira into their account. And the vote will be passed. Those who doesn't want to be seen that they participated in the vote that day, they will be absent. They will not come. They will not come to sit in that day. That is how evil these politicians are. Remember what you are suffering today, the death we are facing today is caused by these politicians. They were the ones that came together and voted against the Biafran people. They are the ones that proscribed you, proscribed me. The attack that the military are carrying today in Biafra land was signed up by these same politicians. Through their proscription during the time of Dave Umahi. It was Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi was the one that led it. That IPOB has been proscribed. And from that moment, they gave the military the authority to come to Biafra land and take as many lives as they can. And from that time till now, millions of lives have gone. Millions of lives have gone. It is because of that proscription that when a military man see you in Biafra land now, the only thing he needs to take your life is just to take a flag. Just take one small flag, Biafran flag, put on your body. Nobody is going to take him to court for taking your life. Whatever he does to you, nobody will ask him, why are you doing this? He will just say that this guy is a Biafra agitator. They will use he's a member of a proscribed group. To show you how wicked these politicians are, you look at them, every one of them, when they cunningly, trickishly come and say, release Mazen Nandekano, release Mazen Nandekano, release Mazen. You know that Mazen Nandekano is the leader of this proscribed group, the group you proscribed. You know that Mazen Nandekano is the leader of the group you proscribed as a terrorist group. If you are genuine in your request to release Mazen Nandekano, first step to take is to deproscribe IPOB, remove them from that proscription, which you yourself did. Remove that proscription first. Because Mazen Nandekano has not denied IPOB. He has not said I'm no longer part of IPOB. And as long as Mazen Nandekano remains the leader of IPOB, a proscribed group by the governors of the Southeast, Nigeria will continue to hold him in detention for as long as they can. We know that he has no other case. Mazen Nandekano has no case. You can see even when he has passed through their court, he has no case. But don't forget that Mazen Nandekano is a leader of a proscribed group. Even in the regime of Tinubu, remember they have gone to court, and court upheld that prescription. That was when I knew that these people are evil. Politicians in Biafra, they are evil. Because if they were serious, they should have been in the forefront of removing that prescription, because they were the ones that prescribed IPOB. They should have deproscribed, at least deproscribed IPOB in the Southeast then and wait for federal government to do it on their own side. They did not do so. Mazen Nandekano is still the leader of IPOB. And you know that IPOB is proscribed. You have not removed that proscription, and you're not even thinking about it. You're not even looking at that side at all. And you will join us and say, release Mazen Nandekano. You will come and join us and say, release Mazen Nandekano. You see how the case have ended. From they are going to be fast in the case to adjournment of 3 months. And you had the statement of Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako already know that nothing is going to come out there. He's already filing another case. Already filing another case against the federal government of Nigeria. On that case of Mazen Nandekano. Because he himself knows that something else is going to come up. Some of us are not thinking on that direction. That Mazen Nandekano is a leader of IPOB. And IPOB is a proscribed organization. Not just by federal government, by the state government of the Southeast. Let us leave federal government out of this now. Why is it difficult for this? Because they say government is continuous. Whoever is in charge of the government in the Southeast today, you are part of that prescription. Why are they not making that move to remove that prescription of the IPOB? At least to make a way for Mazen Nandekano to have a safe landing. Why? Why have they refused? They are not thinking about that, and they are not ready to think about it. You see the evil of these people that call themselves politicians. Are you going to tell me that they don't know about this? Will you tell me that they don't know about this? That IPOB is prescribed? Or are they telling me that Mazen Nandekano has denied being a member of IPOB? He has never denied. Even from the last court, Mazen Nandekano has never denied being a member of leader of IPOB. He is the leader of IPOB. So any sensible politician that really want Mazen Nandekano out should be focusing on, let those who prescribe IPOB, the Southeast governors that came together and announced that IPOB prescribed, let them remove that prescription first. That one is in their table. Why don't they remove that prescription? Because they were the ones that did prescription before the federal government now went into it. It's just like it is their case. They are the one to withdraw that prescription. Withdraw that prescription. Then let's see when the federal government will now say they will continue to uphold it, and then we'll know why. These are questions I'm asking. Questions we should be asking. Most of the danger we are facing today is caused by these people, these politicians. They are the ones that create all this chaos. They are the ones that create these loopholes that the federal government of Nigeria is using to keep us enslaved. And the reason they can never work for us, one of the reasons they can never work for us, which is one of the reasons we must not participate in anything called elections, because these individuals are handpicked to carry out some mission for the British and for the Caliphate. They are handpicked. Every single person today that is serving as a politician in Biafra land is handpicked. More especially in the 5 southeastern states, they are all handpicked to do what they are doing. Ranging from the governor to the local government chairman. Do you know why I say from governor to local government chairman? Who is going to appoint local government chairman? Is it not the governor? Someone like Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma will only take local government chairmen that are loyal to him. He cannot take those who are not loyal to him. So that's why you see the manipulation starts from the thoughts. And if we want to do sanitization, we have to sanitize everybody and everything. You cannot leave any stone unturned. Every single one of them has to be removed. How can you remove them? There's no other way we can remove them by refusing to participate in the election completely. Which is the message Mazen Nandekano started. Mazen Simon never cemented it, but today, are we still holding on to that? Already people are already dancing into obedience. Will that solve our problem? It will not. The politicians are the problem in our land, and they remain the problem. It is high time we begin to focus on them, on how to send them away from that very land, for us to create a nation that will be suitable for all of us. You're welcome, my brother Greg. If you're there, my brother Greg, unmute yourself and speak to us. Let's hear you, Greg. Greg, are you there?
Yes, sir. Mazi, good afternoon.
My brother, you're welcome.
Okay, man. Good. I got them.
By God's grace.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity again today. Yesterday, I couldn't make it. My program is trying to change again, so I don't know what they're up to. So, today we thank God for our lives and the life of our leader, Mazen Nambekano, life of Simon Epam. We pray our Heavenly Father to continue His hand upon their life, to sustain them, to protect them, give them strength of mind and body, keep them mentally fit, heal them in every aspect of life. But the name of God will be praised in their life. We pray that heaven will open door on His own. Heaven will open door on His own to release Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Namdekano. That freedom will come by the hand of the Most High. That is our prayer. And we pray for the Tongozo Rebeze and the cabinet and the medias for God's strength and wisdom, knowledge, patience and endurance, and tolerance among each other in the cabinet. And heaven will endow them with more wisdom and contact and connections that will make what we are doing to be possible. We pray for all our Biafra army, that God will keep them and protect them, and close the eyes of the enemies against them. That anywhere they go out, they will succeed and they will come back alive. And the enemy will pursue them.
Amen.
As the enemy pursue them, they will fall. And when they pursue the enemies will still fall. So when they pursue our Biafra armies, the enemy will fall. And when our armies pursue them, they will fall. That is our prayer. And God will do it as we pray. Through our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, Maze, your headline says that the politicians is the problem of the Biafra people. Our own brothers and sisters that are in politics. Yes, there is no single mistake about it. Our politicians are our own problem. Our politicians have chosen evil for their people because of money and power. The Biafran politicians have forgotten the suffering of their people and what their people are going through in every aspect of life. The Biafra politicians today are only after the money for their family, the wealth they will accumulate, and march upon the head of all the common citizens, of all the common Biafrans. They want us only to bow and worship them because they can reach Abuja. They're in Abuja. They are the problem of Biafrans. They are number one problem we have. Because when we say they are a problem, people will be saying, how? I will start from at least 2 or 3 examples from our politicians. Let me start the 2 recent ones. Obi that is coming out as a president to become Nigerian president. Obi, somebody who has been a governor for 8 years in Anambra State. As a governor, Obi did not see the suffering of his people after he finished his tenure as a governor in Anambra State. He started pursuing for presidency. Obi know what our people are going through in terms of business. He said himself he is a businessman, that he is a trader. As a trader in Nigeria, if Obi is really a good Biafran, if Obi is really a good Biafran and a good Igbo man, from the time he was governor, and knowing as a businessman, he started from Onitsha, and he has been an importer according to him. A businessman in Onitsha in 1980s, we understand the pain of Igbo people from 85, 86, 87, 88 to 90. Obi knows what happened when all the businessmen in Onitsha, all of them relocated to Lagos. When the business in the East become a kind of setback, if you import anything, when you do any importation, for you to get those goods down to the East, it become a problem. When the port in Warri, Port Harcourt, stopped as a functioning port, Obi as a businessman and importer, his own business as well moved to Lagos. You know, there is things that some people don't understand. Why are they accusing Obi today that he worked with Abacha? By the time the importing business in Onitsha and Aba when the importing the things that supposed to be coming through Port Harcourt and the Warri started having problem. All of them moved on it. That was when Obi went to Lagos and started doing business. And he found out that now our people are having problem with the clearing of their goods. Even his own was a monk. And they went to Abacha. And Abacha put him as one of the people who will go inside the port and check how the port and what is the problem in the port. Obi went there and make his own money as well. He used that opportunity and make some money in his importation and concerning the clearance of the port and some of the goods. Even there is some goods that were auctioned. So, when somebody is coming out, sometimes you come out as a saint. When somebody come out as a saint, Obi is not a single saint in anything. He is my namesake. But that doesn't mean, and we have the same faith. But when somebody is trying to put himself what he is not, only just to buy a sympathy for the church to support him, for people to see him as a saint and the innocent, someone that doesn't have any crime. So now he gets those influence and he keep quiet. He did not again fight for those ports that is in Warri and what do you call it, and Port Harcourt to start functioning. He did not give that recommendation to Abacha. As long as he's getting what he wants, if there is any option in the port, they will buy and say they will make millions. They keep quiet. Now, after that, Obi coming out as a when he finished as a governor during the time of Buhari. Obi said that he was traveling on his car. He decided to travel with his car from Lagos to East. Then when he came and sometimes he saw that in the Christmas time, our people buy a bag of rice, and the custom will be disturbing them on the road. That those things they will share money from this to until they get this thing. Obi did not fight for that very thing to stop. To make sure that those ports is working, that those ports that is against our people. Then he only just makes that statement. That was all. Now, Obi come out as a president in 2000 and this one, he come out the last one, 2023. I'm just using him as a reason to show you how these people are a problem. Obi come out as a president to contest as a president. Many people, because of him, offer their life. That is their turn. Somebody who has not taken his stand, and this is my turn to rule. And innocent people came and took the stand that this is the turn of the Igbo to rule, that Obi is going to rule. It doesn't matter what will happen, let it happen. That they will fight and make sure that they vote him in, and they will protect him. When they stole the vote, and everybody is aware that these votes were stolen, in that very election, they killed many Igbos, many Biafrans. In that very vote, they destroyed because of those elections. He did not stand on his feet. For his people. He did not stand on his feet to fight for the Biafrans. He did not stand on his feet to fight for those that died because of the election. This case was totally closed. Obi did not fight for the release of Mazin Nandekano till then, till now. He did not. After this case, everybody see the way the case is coming. Obi went to the television to say, Nandekano have not committed any crime. But when he was fighting for him to be elected, he did not say Nandekano must be released. He coming out now to use Nandekano as a campaign that Nnamdi did not see he did not see the crime Nnamdi committed. Why was he be 4 years in the prison? But he forgot that Nnamdi had been 2 years already in the prison before he started campaigning as a president in 2023. And after that, he did not stand on his way. He said Nnamdi did not commit any crime, that he should be released. He did not fight. Now he's coming out in 2027. He started campaigning. Now he's coming to tell us Nnamdi did not commit crime, that he should be released. Using Nnamdi to start doing campaign. So that is his strategy always. Thinking that he's clever and he's more intelligent and more sense, have sense more than every other person. Now, that is, by the way, on the side of Obi. The same people again from the same side of the Biafra land. Soludo went now to America. Before the court case started, because this very present court case start, there was a pressure for Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. What did the Soludo do? Soludo come out on that particular night when there was pressure and say, releasing Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop the problem of security in Igbo land, in Biafra land. That means keep him there. You see? Now, Soludo, what did he do again? He went to America and told the whole world that 99.9% of all the crime that is happening in Igbo land are caused by Igbo people. When everybody is crying, but every tribe, every side of the part of the country is crying for what Fulani is doing against the farmers, crying against all the evil that is happening in every part. So we don't come to America and tell the Americans and the Biafrans in America that the problem in our place is caused by the Igbo. Which message is he presenting? He's trying to tell the whole world that the American government not to listen to Biafrans who are fighting for freedom. That is his only message, and give the message to his masters in Fulanese that he has done his job, preparing for himself for either vice president, maybe 2030, or for them to choose him as the president candidate in 2030. That is what Soludo is positioning himself in this present time, as they will allow him to be complete his tenure as a governor, and he using his people. Tell me, even the Fulanese that are killing people in every part of the country, none of the Fulani governors have come out and said the 99.9% of what is happening in this is Fulanese. None of them has said it. Even when Soludo know that he is the problem in the east, he and the Mba and the Imo State governor, Hope Uzodimma, by hiring evil criminals to go and kill their people. Arrest. How many people did he tell Soludo tell them in America that they have taken arrest those people and take them to court, and those who are guilty of those offenses that Soludo presented the world that all those crimes are come by Igbo people? None of them. As me and you are speaking now, I spoke to a friend. He's a lawyer. So there is something he's trying to do where he's building. So all these powers that I normally go and say before you build anything, they will give you some money. So he was trying to settle them at his position and the kind of his level as a lawyer. Then I asked him, I said, why? He said, I cannot understand, because if you go to call police, if you go to police, commissioner of police, write petition to say you want to go and arrest all those people, they will not. The police will tell you they will not go. That if you go to and tell vigilante to arrest them, when vigilante arrest them, then you will come and then the police, they will invite police to come and pick those people. So I said, what do you mean? He said, yes. He said they asked him to go and meet the vigilante. So vigilante are the people who are working for Soludo. So there's those people now that are doing police work. So as you and me and you are, if you happen to be in Biafra land today, And any of them or any of the person that doesn't have you or disagree with anything with you, they will just go and call a Soludo people and give you one accusation, and they will pick you. There is nothing like police. There is nothing like court. So that is what is happening. So police don't go for arrest now. It is the Soludo people who will handle people and put them and use them as they want. The ones they want to buy, they buy them straight. The ones they don't have buy, where they keep you, nobody will know where those people are. So police don't go for arrest. This is the kind of governor Soludo is in Anambra State. You can understand why this program you put today that these people are our problem. They are our problem. Starting from origin, they have been our problem. So that is what the Biafrans are facing. The first problem of the Biafrans are the so-called politicians. So they're only after the money they make for their family and the power in position. That is the only thing. So that is more of the reason we should work more hard. Those one who agree, genuinely fighting for freedom. Before I drop my mic, yes, I want to touch about the little clip I watched in the Kaya report about the original clip of our general, where he made some statement. Yes, in that statement, even though the criminal court decided to favor them and you start using it to attack Dr. Ngozi, but in that clip, you find out that the guy was against every side. But one thing that he don't understand is this. He was saying that they were not getting this, they were not getting equipment, they were not getting this, they were not getting that. You cannot get those things as you want because the thing you supposed to do as the general, you do not do it. You cannot tell me that you know what is happening since they took our PM Simon Ekpa, and you keep quiet. Until now, you want to tell me that you have not known the people who are really fighting for Biafra and those people who are following the footsteps of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. You cannot tell me you're not a baby. So, if you're not getting enough equipment or the equipment the way it's supposed to get, and those things that will make you to act, it is because you did not step up as a general, as they call you, and stand on your feet and ask all these useless people that are destroying everything that we are doing to stop. Any day you come and ask them to stop, they will stop because the whole Biafrans will know it. Every day you come out and tell them to stop betraying Biafra and stop using the name of Master Simon Ekpa, whom he has changed and overthrown in his position in the document. That he started doing even when Simon Ekpa was still here. Anytime they come out and you speak about all these evil people, Adada Rahman and the rest of them, and ask them to stop that kind of nonsense, then the Biafrans will know that you know the truth. And Biafrans will know your stand. That is when people will know that, yes, this man is knowing what he is doing, and you will see that people will fall back and start raising enough funds, and there will be enough food in the table, and enough equipment on the table. Because many people stop because they did not hear from you, did not see Simon Ekpa, the PM, and you that is supposed to support the government with fullness, you keep quiet. Many people go back and say maybe nothing is happening. So why must they donate money? Especially the big donors. So it is your duty to come up and say, ask those people to fall and the line according to the template Simon Ekman kept before he was taken away. Let everybody fall on that template and with discipline. That is when you will see people coming out to make reasonable fund donation. And they will know that there is discipline in the army and there must be discipline in the government of Biafra as well. But when you keep quiet, you say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to, it shows that the general is not complete. So if your general is complete, Biafrans need to know what you think about what is happening. You can't tell me you don't want that because I don't want to talk. Biafrans want to hear you talk. You're supposed to talk. Because the situation we are now is when we need any person that is keeping quiet is destroying what we are doing. Especially somebody who knows what is the truth and he keep quiet. If the Tongoza is the person who is at fault, come and tell us and give us the reason why she is at fault. If the Tongoza is the person who say army should not act, if the Tongoza is the one who hijacked all the finance that was collected before the declaration of Biafra, then he have to come and tell us. If the Tongoza is the one who is sabotaging everything, changing documents, that our PM is the head, then she will go and change her name and be the head. Then come and give us the reason. Let us hear. But they cannot tell me that they hear all those things and they keep quiet. And they are telling us, you don't want to open up your mouth. Let us want to hear it. Come and tell us if there is that crime that Angoza rebels committed. And let us hear it. So I don't like it when people are taking stand on when people are not taking stand and they are talking something that doesn't make sense. We want you to take your stand and make a speech that is reasonable. What you said in that audio, for me, makes no sense. So, if you want to address Biafrans, where it will make sense that we ginger people to come out and raise funds so that the Biafra you say you are fighting, you will have many things that you are lacking to fight the battle. You cannot fight with ordinary hands. It's not possible. You don't print money. When you say you don't belong to anybody, if you don't belong to anybody, where will that money come from for you to fight? And the freedom is not being fought for without money. Even the people, Ukraine, look at how many billions of dollars that they are still walking up and down every day looking for money. How much more people who are donating every Saturday, people will come and put 20 euro, 30 euro, 50 euro, or $100. And you are not taking a stand to encourage the people who are raising that money. Come out and speak to them that they need to do something. And tell them the condition and what Biafra Army is doing. That is what we ginger people. And not that I don't want to belong to anybody. If you don't want to belong to anybody, then you are a sucker. That is the way I put it. And that is what it's supposed to be. You cannot land. Yes. If you don't defend Biafra land in one way, keep it silent another part of it by offending Biafra land. So you don't keep quiet when things are going wrong. It is not good for you as it makes your risk to be more high by keeping quiet. But when you come out and raise and ginger people, as general, the people should come out and make funds so that things will be put in order. You see, people will come out and do it because they know you really want to fight for your freedom. Not you don't want to talk. If you don't want to talk, and they want people money. They will shift money from her this thing because she's living in America. So people should always think before they speak. It's not just talking. Talking is not will solve the problem. It's talking sense that will solve the problem. Thank you, Mazichus. Politicians are the problems of the Biafrans. I give chance to my brothers here to talk. God bless you. I don't know if it's for me. I cannot hear you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's coming out now. Yes, you're coming out.
Okay. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. You have spoken well and you've just made a point. I don't know, for this time around, I think any Biafran that is still busy paying attention to all those rubbish they are talking online is just wasting his time. I no longer want to spend my time talking about all those idiots and whatever they have to say. It has just become something making Biafra a thing of joke or caricature, and I don't want to be part of them. I don't want to be part of those who are going to be making Biafra a joke. So anybody who is interested in listening to their voice message or whatever they have to say, it's up to him or her. For me, I don't have that time anymore. I don't have time to listen to any idiot, no matter who you are, no matter where you believe or where your angle you are, to attend to Israel. Anything anybody want to talk, he can talk. Anything you want to believe, go ahead and believe. I really don't want to spend my time talking about those people anymore. So let them continue to push anything they want to push, say anything they want to say. Anybody who wants to believe him, go ahead and believe them. Go ahead and believe anything you want to believe. And at the end of the day, whatever be the outcome, you face it. You face it. It is everybody. My concern now is the Biafra itself. On my own, as a human being, present it to the world the way it should be. Present Biafra to what it's supposed to be. So anybody who has a different version of his own Biafra of propaganda, blackmail, Biafra of saga, they should go ahead and continue their Biafra of saga. I'm not part of that Biafra of saga or blackmail or propaganda. I don't want to be part of it, and I will never be part of it. So that's why I'm not interested in all those nonsense they are sharing. And I will spend my time to come here and play useless voice note that doesn't have anything to offer, or a video that doesn't make any sense or meaning. So I say what I want to say, and that is it. Anybody that has his or her own contribution, contribute, and Biafrans will be the ones to be the judge and take their decisions on what they want to do. At the end of the day, whatever decision you take, you face the consequence. You can only take the horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. Enough of all those their nonsense or whatever. Let them go ahead with whatever they want to say, explain to whoever want to listen to them should go ahead. That's their business. Ozel, you're welcome, Ozel. Unmute yourself, Ozel. Speak to us. Let's hear you, Ozel. Ozel, are you there?
Yeah, Maz, good morning. Yes, I'm there. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. Maz, the politicians are our problem. Like Maz Greg have said, he already covered so many areas of what I want to say. He really touched so many places. You know, like he always says, the politician is our problem. Politicians is our problem. Even Nigeria in general, the politician is the problem of Nigeria. You know, if you could remember the first dispensation, which is around that 60, 60 something, Nigeria was doing wonderful because of the system they are practicing there. Nigeria is doing wonderfully according to the history because we witnessed it as a case then. You know, the economic activity of Nigeria was well balanced. But when the politician changed the system, it becomes a problem to date. So Nigeria politician is the problem we are having in this country. Not only our Igbo politician, you understand? Not only Igbo politician, Nigeria in general, they are the problem of this country that call Nigeria. They have destroyed it beyond human comprehension. They have made life miserable to people that are living it. They have made Nigeria inhabitable. It's not habitable to people to live. They have made it to be so. You understand? So, like insecurity in the southeast, he had one as he said, if I come out, the insecurity in the side will be automatically be stopped. He said it's within seconds, everything that will be insecurity will be a thing of the past. They know that when Mazi is out, those nonsense will stop. They know that's the reason why they keep on. You know, with the other way around, like Mazi said, they are already, unless you people are making money from it. And when you look of things, you know that they are making money from it. One of the governors have said that the problem of insecurity in the Biafra land is not IPOB. It's not IPOB. He have acknowledged that is not IPOB. So what are we talking about? He says it's a political opponent. They are trying to destabilize the state. They have acknowledged that is the politician is the problem. So what are we talking? So we continue campaigning, sensitizing our people, telling them the simple truth so that people understand where our problem is coming from. Like you do say every day here, you are here to be educating our people, telling them what is happening. That's the message. That's the reason why we are here every day, talking, telling our Biafran, our fellow Biafrans, the needful to do, the right thing to be do. Just like Mazi Greg was said, he said that the general that says this, that, he's in the position to even to stop all this mess. He has the capacity. He has the capacity. I agree with him, Mr. Gray. Master Gray, I agree with him. The general has the capacity to stop this nonsense, to put them in order, to put the politician in order. Tell them that more of these things, they should stop. They should stop. If you could remember when the Commander Holy Ghost was saying, the Biafra has been declared, that every liaison officer will automatically become embassy. When he started making those preaching and gospel, people beginning to, that awareness is a lot of things. It means a lot to us. But you see, he saw the way he went. So if the general can come out and do the needful as the general that are commanding the military, he has the major role to play to all these things that are happening. He has the major role to play. He should play like a general, like Master Greg was saying. He has, even though Ngozi is wrong, let him open up and say it so that we Biafran will know the area Ngozi is not doing well. Ngozi is a human being. She's not
that is the nonsense I don't understand. Every day somebody will come and tell you, I will not say this. If you make me angry, I will say this. I will not say this.
Say we are interested to know the area she's not getting well. Let us will stop, beating around the bush. We should stop beating around the bush. Come out and tell us, look at the area Ngozi is not doing well. Biafrans will ask Ngozi, Madam, is that true? Ngozi will come out and say the own side of the story. So that Biafrans will now know that, yes, we are now in government. When the general is talking the other way around, Ngozi is saying the other way around, it will not argue well, it will not go, the thing will not sound well to the meaningful Biafrans. They will not understand what is happening. Many people are confused. The general, like Greg said, he has a major role in this thing that is happening. If you come out today and say, this is the area Ngozi is not doing, forget about propaganda and blackmailing, that's another thing. And say the simple truth. Biafrans, we are there to call. It's a Dr. Ngozi, please, so look at what the general is saying. No, is it true? Ngozi will not say, no, this is like that. Let them stop all this nonsense, all this blackmailing and propaganda. We are not interested in all those things. Say the truth, so that the truth will make things we are doing easy for us. Many people are interested to know his own side of story. A lot of this is happening. What is your own side of story? You say you don't want to talk. Talk. We are interested to hear that thing you don't want to talk. Say it for goodness sake. For what we are doing. We are the major, you are the captain, you are the president of in the homeland now, as it stands now. Because when their boys say they are taking order from you, automatically you have a major role to play on what we are doing. You don't need to be keeping silent. And a lot of things going wrong every day by day. You understand? So he has a role to play for what is happening. Like Mr. Gray said, it's true. He has a major role to play so that all this nonsense will stop. So that all this backyard talking will stop. All this manner of propaganda will stop. So that we'll face the real deal. The real thing that is facing us. How to restore our territory. How to make Biafra become a reality. Biafra has been declared. But are we in Ebube? No. The answer is no. We are not yet in our homeland. The government authority, we are not taking total control of our territory. So he has a lot to do to make this journey easier for us. So like you said, the politician is the problem. They are the major problem we are facing today. They are the cause. The High Court is the one that prescribed IPOB. The IPOB put appeal against it. That appeal up to date, they have not said anything about the appeal. Because I think that Enugu High Court is the one that prescribed us. You understand?
You know, my brother, when in his sleep, he was saying that
they have already had the appeal and they sustained that prescription. They sustained it.
So in that his sleep, when my brother just 1 minute, in that his sleep, when he was saying that he made Dr. Ngozi asked her to come and make what do you call it, a kind of voice note, so that before he can be he is as a general supposed to come out and he's not doing it to help Dr. Ngozi. Dr. Ngozi doesn't need him for anything special. But Dr. Ngozi wants her to speak so that the Biafrans will know that there is something serious that we need to do. So he's not saying it as if Dr. Ngozi wants to favor. No. Everything Dr. Ngozi is in favor. If you take your stand, you're supposed to support Dr. Ngozi in her fight because of all these evil people. If you take your stand and say, please, my people, let us get ourselves together, release this money so that we can do what we are doing, and we have a ground to call people to raise finance that the military is the seat of that. But the way you don't talk, you just keep quiet, you say you don't want to talk. Then that every day that another event will come and people will be raising this thing. As if she's using that money. She don't need the Biafra money. That is a fact. So if you need equipment, you come and join that another event and raise the fund. That will make things to work.
Yes.
So you don't just keep quiet and start using.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That is not how government works. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You really made a heavy point there because him has a role to play in this struggle. He has the regional role. Even in the fundraising, he's supposed to be there. He's supposed to be coming to the fundraising, knowing how the money is coming, how the people are raising the money. He's supposed to be there, knowing all these things because it will help what we are doing. Because when she's in the fundraising, Dr. Ngori said our general is here, it will attract a lot of people to come and witness what is happening. He has a lot to play. You don't need to say, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do this. He says something, you want to hear that area and goes, is not doing well. She's a human being. Nobody should see her as an angel. Nobody is above mistake. So we Biafrans are interested. That area he said he doesn't want to talk. Let him talk. Heaven will not fall. We are here to listen to those areas that Ngozi is not doing well. Because the area she's not doing well, we will tell her, madam, oh, this area you're not doing well. So let us do this, let us do that. People will bring ideas. What makes government? Is it not a collective individuals? Now what makes government? It's people's collective ideas that runs the government. Nobody is an island of knowledge. So the government is a collective effort. Everybody will contribute his or her idea to see how the government will do and get the best result at the end of the day. That's what government is all about. So he shouldn't be telling me, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do this. Let him say it. The area Ngozi is not doing well. You can't keep on dying in silence. We Biafra are interested to know what is happening. We're interested to see how the government are running. Everybody are interested. We want to run a transparent government, not by hiding and this and that. He should come out and tell Biafra the area the woman is not doing well. People are interested to know it because it will help what we are doing. It will attract a lot of people that are interested in what we are doing. We shouldn't be doing things like we are Biafra something is a child play or children things or that kind of thing. People are interested. Many Biafrans are interested to know what is happening. So he shouldn't be saying that he doesn't want to say something. That if he say it, let him say it. We are interested to know it. That's my own side of what that area. So in the other way around, the politicians still remain the problem of Biafra in Nigeria in general. They are the problem. Because if at all they want to do a meaningful thing, by now Nigeria will be stabilized. They know what to do to stabilize this country. If you could remember 2014, when we are raising our eyebrows, say, COFAB, every year, COFAB. They told the president then, Jonathan, say, do this COFAB, so that the region will have a stability based on the valuation of power in the center. There is excess power in the center. He refused to do it. He is interested in his political interest. Forget the written. And then Professor Nwabeze was telling him that, man, you cannot have two things at the same time. Go for the COFAB so that your name will be written in gold. He refused to do it. The man was begging him every day. The Professor Nwabeze was begging Jonathan, do COFAB, so that Nigeria will remember you, so that the good things they did, your name will be written in gold. He was interested in 2015. He was interested in 2015, and what happened after that? He lost the 2015. COFAB was not implemented to date, and that thing could have at least stabilized tension in the country. He refused to do it. So the politicians still remain the problem of this country, whether you like it or not. They are the cause, they are the pains we are passing through in this country. They are the evil that we inherited in this country, the politicians. Because the day they realize to do the right thing, Nigeria, Biafra, even we will not be talking about Biafra again. Because if at all they do the right thing, we will not be talking about Biafra. But because of they keep on marginalizing us, pressing us, hitting our head in the wall, and making us feel so. What am I living in this country? What is the need? Because of what they're doing us, that made us to be thinking out the other way out of the pens. You understand? Because they are the ones that make us to thinking of the other way, plan B or plan C or plan whatever. Because if I thought Nigeria will be running the way it's supposed to run, nobody will be talking about Biafra. Mazen Andikala already said it. I ask people to build airport, build road, build this, good amenities, good road, this, that. You people refuse to do it. And that's the reason why I said, okay, since you people refuse to do it, let me have my own people. Let me have my own country or my own this thing, so that our people will at least, there will be sense of belonging. That's the reason why he agitated, because previously he was one Nigerianist. He's one of the people that, for better Nigeria, Mazen Akole was forefront in there. Same for one Nigerianist, he was the one. Both our prime minister, someone, but all of them are one Nigerianist. But when they saw that Nigeria cannot work out again, because the people are refused to implement things that will make this country work. They refuse. They know the tools they will apply that will make this country work. They don't want to do it. They are enjoying, they are happy seeing us dying in hunger. They are happy seeing us going in pens. They are happy seeing us living a miserable life, so that they will continue controlling us the way they like. That's their reason, so that they will use us as they like. That's their reason. So the politicians still remain the cause of our pains to date, both in Biafra and in Nigeria in general. I submitted my. I stop here, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have just spoken well. That is the problem. They are the problem. We know the politicians, whether in the east, west, not they are the problem. The only reason we are focusing on those in our land is that those ones are our major problem, because we have already found a solution. We have already found a solution to our own problem. Since they don't want a collective solution, we found our own solution. And the solution is a breakaway from that contraption called Nigeria. Now, these same political elites that are handpicked, and why Nigeria will never survive is that no politician in Nigeria will ever do anything to patronize their people, more especially in our side. If you want to talk about the South or the Southwest, maybe somehow they have their own project or whatever they're pursuing. But those of them in Biafra land, there is no political godfather in Biafra land. None of them has any agenda for you as a Biafra. They don't have any. And the destruction starts from the root. The political system in Nigeria is being practiced and planted by the British themselves. This rigging of election you are seeing today, the very first election that was done in Nigeria, the very first election that would have made Nigeria a country that is supposed to be, was rigged by British. The British themselves, they were the one that planted this issue of rigging of election. They started it. They are the one that started it. The very first election that was conducted, they rigged it to favor the northern part of Nigeria. They know that the northern part of Nigeria didn't have the number. They rigged the election and they gave them the number they are parading up to today. The map they wrote as the Biafra, the Nigerian map, is a fake map. There's nothing really in it. The diagram, they draw it and they force the middle belt into the north to use there and give them a number that doesn't exist anywhere. And that manipulation now is what the caliphate is capitalizing on, using that same manipulation now to operate everywhere. Coming to Southeast, they have mastered the plan to the fact that for you to be a governor in any state in Biafra land, the appointment has to come from Abuja. It is not by vote. Not just from Abuja, from Sokoto. Sokoto will give approval before you become a governor in southeastern part of Nigeria. That is how bad it is. And do you think they will give you a governor and that governor will not give you a credible local government chairman? No. Your local government chairman also will be selected from Sokoto. Because before you win that local government chairman, the governor you must be loyal to the governor. And the governor is loyal to Sokoto. Now, do you see how they end up controlling everything in Biafra land? That is why when you are saying a different thing, they say that is why a budget will be read in Nigeria. There will be no benefit for the South, and there will be no outrage. There will be no protest. They will share money, and they will not include you. There will be no protest. There will be nothing will happen. They will treat you differently and put you as a third-class citizen, and yet nothing will happen. Your governors will not say anything. Your governors will be in the front line to proscribe you. They proscribe your governor, your own governor. You can imagine governors inviting jet fighters to come and throw bomb. Meanwhile, in the northern part of Nigeria, where we have well-known terrorists that the whole world recognizes as terrorists, the world recognizes them as terrorists, but yet their governors can never call the military to come and help them and fight. You see how Zamfara is taken over completely. Niger State, many part of Niger State is controlled by the terrorists. How many times have you seen the Niger State governor coming out to come and call the military to come and bombard them? How many times? Look at the north. Instead, what you will see is dialogue. And after the dialogue, they come and force the federal government to implement what they have dialogue. But what do you see in the southeast? The southeast is bombed. They come and bomb them. One will travel to London and go and tell them that the problem in the southeast is you yourself, is we are the problem. that the federal government don't have the criminals, they are all from Anambra State. Somebody that is the governor that's supposed to be representing you went to an international field and he told them that every single problem that is caused is from your people. That the foreigners don't have anything in hand in it. When the governor can be able to be bold and say that, you know what happened? What else won't the governor do? Go and see the vigilante he formed in Anambra State, Ndakodo, to be breaking people's leg in the Anambra State. All the youth in the Anambra State, the ones that did not run away, they are paralyzed. Use our code to break their spinal cord and break their legs. That is what we brought to you people. We have never heard that they raid any camp where these organ harvesters are. Never. You never hear they raid any camp where the Fulanis are kidnapping people. But the kidnapping of the Fulanis is happening every day, every blessed day. It is happening. And nobody is saying anything. It is so sad. It is so sad. And much more painful that the people today that are supposed to talk about freedom, I will leave the freedom I will talk about and begin to talk about a different human being who doesn't want to help himself. That is why I no longer want to make anybody, I don't want to make them a topic. I talk about general problem we have to. So anybody, it is up to us to look for a solution. You and I, we are the first line of defense. Defend yourself first. Think of how to defend yourself. Forget about all these people who are parading themselves as defending. Every day, money. It's just about money. The national anthem on the news that they will know that we are talking about Biafra because of money. That is the order of the day. If you talk to anybody now, that is this people are just there for money. They are just there for money. And you now come and present yourself that you are just there for money. Every day, money. Donate. Many groups forming a group, fundraising right, left, and center. And you are not doing anything. People cannot see what you did with the money. When Mazin Nandekano was there, we saw what he did. The evidence, we are everywhere. You look, you see, you don't need to ask questions. Mazin Simon, you can see evidence everywhere. Nothing. You don't need to ask questions. But today, one man in the bush is talking rubbish. After collecting money right, left, and center, and yet you will not do anything. You will say, don't provoke you so that you don't say anything. That's something you will not say. Keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear it. Keep those information to yourself. Nobody wants to hear it. Go and defend your land and defend yourself. I'm not interested in all those bullshit. And I will be the last person to continue to advertise all those their nonsense voice message they are parading right, left, and center. Everybody should keep their message to themselves. We, the Biafran people, if you know how to protect yourself, defend yourself, let us continue to pray and hope that Mazi Samareko Mazi Nandekano will join us. Let's continue to pray and hope that Mazi Nandekano Mazi Samareko will join us. And I believe they will join us. Unless Chukwu Okaba doesn't live anymore. As long as Chukwu Okaba exists, they will definitely have their freedom. Sooner than expected. And all this nonsense will stop. Creating distraction, bringing insult to Biafra. When you come online to talk about Biafra, it becomes a shameful thing. You can't even be bold and don't talk about the recognition you're talking about. How recognize what? What are they going to recognize? Is it all this propaganda and blackmail that you call people to recognize? And this is just so sad, when we talk about all these issues. Well, we must continue. All I have to say is that every one of us must continue to pay attention to things around you. My major concern are people in Biafra land. Be very, very cautious of your environment. Be cautious of your environment, what is happening around you. Be very, very careful. Everything that happens, be very, very careful. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anything. Say anything that when you see something, say it. Protect yourself. If you know the means to defend and protect yourself, please do. Whether spiritual or whether physical or any little defense you can do for yourself, please do that. We have lost a lot of people and we cannot continue to lose. That is the most important thing. There is a war going on. There is something going on. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Don't just leave yourself empty. The zoo is no longer what it used to be. And as they are going into this election, more propaganda, blackmail, and deceit will come, more distraction will come. So the earlier you build your defense by yourself, the better for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, those who have joined me on the program of today. We are going to continue again later in the day by grace of God and continue to speak on issues and that are important, not on all these useless blackmailers and on unreasonable information that are pushing right, left, and center. My brother Greg, please take the mic and give us your closing remark as a round up. Are you still there, Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity. We will continue saying the needful because as Nayebe and Abba Kana choke, we will tell our people the truth. The only thing we believe in the truth and nothing but the truth. So let the Biafrans know the needful. Tomorrow is another day for fundraising. Yes, we invite everybody to come and do the needful. And we continue telling our Biafra army to know the right thing to do. Because all this man talk, another person talk, it will not help us. Your pure mind and your discipline is what will bring us Biafra. The time we do the things of like a tout is gone. Because for any person or any country to recognize you as a country, they must see the discipline in your government.
No,
they must see the discipline.
You are looking for recognition. You are talking. You are blackmailing yourself.
See, they want to see the discipline in your government and discipline in your military. So it's not where somebody will see the truth and he will go and blackmail against his brother and his sister. It cannot work. If your sister is doing something that's not good, call her, tell her the truth. This is the way. Or why do you do this? Then she will give you, or he will give you reasons of his or her action in a honest mind. That is the only thing that can give us what we are looking for. It is not blackmailing, and blackmailing. Some people we are fighting and saying the other day, why must somebody brought the picture of the man that doesn't show his face? And those people that are not supposed to bring the picture. I'm not supporting that his picture is being on the media. But the damage he is causing as well is putting many people in danger. The damage he is causing is putting all these troubles in the military. So, and when somebody brought his picture out, they are saying they are causing damage or trying to cause him danger for his life or whatever. But the life he is destroying for propaganda and lies is more than the life of a one particular person. So we must always reason before we speak or blackmail our brother or sister. So when you blackmail your brother or your sister, it destroys a lot of life. It destroys what we are doing. So it's not only when you carry gun direct and kill somebody that you know you have killed. No. You can kill people by blackmailing. And it can cause many people to go down because of you blackmail somebody who has come out with open mind and honest to do something, and you blackmail that person. People will stop doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do, many people will be going down. That is what we are talking about. So it's not blackmailing that or blackmailing this man or that man is the thing. Just only come out on the media and talk. No. But what you are destroying is what we are after. So that is why we say, stop blackmailing anybody. If I do something wrong, say it the way I said it, and say it the way that everybody would know that you are not blackmailing me and what I am doing that I'm supposed to change. That is how life is being. Human beings are being treated, and changes are being done. Anything outside that, we are just wasting our time. So I thank you, Biafrans. The earlier we learn, the more better for us. God bless Biafra. God bless Dr. Martin Namdekan. God bless Simon Ekman. God bless Dr. Ngozi and all the cabinet. And God bless all the medias. That is our prayer. through Christ our Lord. Amen. So, man, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg, for that closing remark. Ozil, you are there? Ozil, unmute yourself. Give us a closing remark. Ozil, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, my own closing remark, I will continue saying the truth. The truth shall, will free us. The earlier we collect that, the better for us. The truth is the only thing that requires now to make this journey easier. Both on the military, both on the government, both on everybody. We keep on saying the truth. Biafra has been declared, and that's the truth. So anything more or less of this are nonsense. No, the Biafra has been declared. That's the truth, and we continue saying it every day and night. So whoever that doesn't know where to belong, you should have know it now that Biafra has been declared. So whatever you are doing outside this, you are risking your life. So the protection you and I have now is the Biafra has been declared. So whatever you are doing must be according to the template of the Biafra government, which is the United States of Biafra. So whoever say that maybe I do this the right time, I do this the right time. No, there's no need of all these things. The propaganda time for propaganda and blackmailing has gone. We are now in government. We are now in a nation. It's only a matter of time. Americans, they told you that after declaration, it took them 8 years before they get rid of anything containing blockchain. So don't expect automatically whatever the total restoration. It takes time. So you need to build up the government. You need to, like DPR always says, we want to build the best government in the world, which everybody will emulate. So it takes time. So I'll keep on telling our people, say they should have faith with the government. The government is not perfect. They are not perfect. So in the area they made a mistake, you should speak out. So speak out. In the area you saw the government are not doing well, speak out. There's no need of protecting or covering anybody. Speak out so that Biafra will know what is going on.
Hello?
And we are interested to know. So that's my little contribution now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Voice not come out.
Hey,
so God.
My brother Ozil,
Hello?
I appreciate you. Bro Christian, you're there?
Mazi Chus, I'm going through network hell. Network hell today. You they hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, because I'm not in my usual place today. I'm at home, but it's crazy. And this is a topic. You remember yesterday, I was looking forward, very enthusiastic about this particular topic. And it just so happened that it's crazy. But tomorrow will be okay. But I don't know if we can go back and talk about it, because if we move ahead, maybe
we're going to talk about it. Tomorrow we are still going to talk about it.
Okay, good. Because you know why I say, let me just quickly say this. I came in before, the network threw me out a couple of times, keep throwing me out. And I had a brother saying something. Let me just dwell on that. So, because we don't have to generalize it. We are very serious about the Biafra Igbo politicians. This is a serious stuff. So if you're a one Nigerianist trying to come into a platform and act as if you are interested in Biafra, this is the problem. Most people don't understand what goes on. There are those who are one Nigerianist, but they will come in and they will be talking about Biafra, but in actuality, they are one Nigerianists. They will tell you, our problem is very peculiar. What we are suffering as Ndi Igbo is very peculiar. So I'm so angry. I'm really bittered by somebody coming to say that Nigerian politicians are the problem of Nigeria. That if Nigerian politicians are good, we won't be talking about Biafra. That if Nigerian politicians, yet it's true. But the big but, my brother, the big but is that the ones in our land, they are killing us. The ones in the north and the ones in the south, you can see from my voice. I don't usually.
The ones in the north and the south are
Mazi Chus, listen. I don't usually speak in this manner. The politicians in the southwest, they don't behave the way ours behave. Because let me tell you that we saw what happened when Sunday Boho, the Fulani terrorist Buhari government, they went after Sunday Boho. We saw what the Yoruba politicians did. They rally around. And eventually, the one who is the president, he pardoned him. He allowed him to the country. He buried his mother, and he went away peacefully. And we saw what the northern politicians are doing. How they whether good or bad, they always have the back of their people. Some say they are our foot soldiers. They are politicians. So somebody coming here to tell me that if Nigerians are, no, you are trying to distract, you are trying to subtract, and it's a divisionary tactics. So come out. If you're one Nigerian, that is fine. I have nothing against you, but just go and let us know that you are like the Kenneth Okonkwo's of this world, that you are like the rest of them. But don't come in to create confusion, acting as if you believe in Biafra. This is, and you know why I said this is why severally we are falling short, because there are people who comes into platform, they begin to talk generally, when in actuality we are very particular, we are very, very specific on the problem. I get, like I told you, I always get information. What is the solutions of this world? What they are doing to our people? You will see them tie a Biafran Igbo youth, tie him to the ground. Why? They frame him up. This you will not see with northern politicians. This you will not see with Yoruba politicians. So let us forget about Nigerian politicians. We are talking specifically about these ones, these criminals, these impostors, these demonic ones that the Fulani imposed, handpicked upon us. So if we deal with that, we'll be fine. But if you generalize it, you are trying to water it down. You are trying to sweep our feet away from the point. That is what I want everybody listening and those who are on the platform. I want you to get it. If you want, I said it again, if you want Nigerianese, is fine. I have nothing against you, but don't come in to come and dilute or to confuse us with whatever. Because we mean business. We can't continue to have people who say they are representing us. Meanwhile, they are doing to us what others are not doing. Nobody is talking about. We made emphasis about this yesterday. They can't stand up to fight for our seaport, for a functional seaport in Biafra land. They cannot stand up to fight for international airport. How is that not painful? How can you generalize it and say Nigerian politicians? When there's other people,
you remember that the proscription of IPOB was done by these governors.
Exactly. I had somebody say that is the court in a way.
Government is continuous.
Bro,
don't they have the power to remove that thing?
Yeah. So my point is, I really want people. You know how. So I don't know. And I also heard them saying. General. I don't know who is it that has been promoted to the rank of a general. I don't know who the general is, but obviously maybe we'll be able to talk more about it for me to understand. And they're saying that Ngozi, they keep mentioning Ngozi. I don't know what is going on, but maybe tomorrow when I have. Yeah, so that we have details. But the one that really I want to focus on is that let us stop this generalization, because the Nigerian problem is not about generalization. It's about being very particular. Because again, what we are going through, I said yesterday, these guys have their knee on our neck, and it's unacceptable. So they are the ones we have to get out of the way. And trust me, if we are not able to deal with these guys, it's not going anywhere. I've been saying this for years, that these guys are the major problem we have. Yeah. If we're able to get them, if we're able to deal with them, then we'll be able to move ahead. They are the ones who will leave their state, Anambra, go to America to go and tell the world that is Igbo people who are killing, doing this, kidnapping, doing terrorism. Who Jesus Christ. But everybody knows it's not true. So Ludo went away to tell the world. So therefore, rendering our effort fruitless, meaningless. That is what it means. So how can you now tell them? Huh?
In a time when we are seeking recognition, he went to the world and said that.
Exactly. So how can you turn around and tell the world, tell United Nations, tell IMF, tell America that the caliphate, this is what they are doing to us? When you are representative, a governor goes there to tell them that 100% of what is happening, that is the same people doing it to themselves. That don't make sense. And you allow him to stay. And you are coming to tell me that Nigerian politicians are the problem of Nigeria. We're not talking about Nigerian politicians. We're talking about how it affects you is how you have to talk about. So please, anybody, let nobody, bro, come here and try to distract or so that I can. These are I speak my mind. So thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. I believe the person that said that maybe it might be a slip of tongue, or maybe during their own towards their own understanding. But I like the way you cleared it now, so that in the further program, when you are doing other program, people come in, they know the way they direct it, because the correction you made now is very, very important. It's very, very important. So that when we are presenting these things, we know how we present it. The way you present matter.
Yeah, because
It matters
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I like that very correct. Even though I corrected it when that very person was saying that, what I corrected it, but the way you made it more clearer, I think it is good. It is good. So that when we
because
talk about issues, we have to personalize. It is about us, our own
exactly.
issue.
It's about
We are no longer part of the
it's
zoo. So whatever they do, let them go
yeah.
ahead and do it.
It's about it's always about how it affects you. If you go into a law court, if you go into any setting, how does it affect you? If you want to generalize it, you are wasting your time because the way it affects you is not the way it affects others. You have to talk about how directly does it affect you. And if you are Igbo, it don't give you sleepless night. That we don't have seaport, we don't have international airport, we are suffering. When we do importation, when we travel, we cannot go to our place. We have to go to other people, pay tax, pay everything. If it doesn't affect you, you are coming here to talk about Nigerian politicians. That the fact that those criminals who they impose on us, we go out and tell the world that we are the one doing the terrorism. We are the one doing. If it doesn't affect you and you are coming here to talk about Nigeria, that is sad. So if you change, you have to change. Look into the mirror. Because we are fed up. We are completely fed up. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. And that brings us to the end of the program. We are rounding up. And I just saw my sister Ojugo coming in while I'm closing the curtain. Let me allow my sister Ojugo to take a shot before I close the curtain. Tomorrow, we will continue tomorrow. Go ahead, my sister Ojugo. Just take some minutes.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Trixel, everybody. Yeah. Well, I know I came in late. I wanted to stay out to just listen, but advert was bothering me, and I'm driving, so I like to be hand-free when I'm driving. I just entered popping just right now, so I didn't know what is going on, if there is any update or anything. I have no idea. So, but otherwise, I don't
There's no
have any.
update. We are just trying to. We continued on our program yesterday as we planned, and we continue on that part till the end of this week. We continue to talk about the
Okay.
politicians, the criminal politicians that are holding us captive. That is the main thing we are dealing with now. We don't want to continue to exalt all these distractors. We don't want to pay
No,
attention.
we don't have time for them. We don't have time for them. We have our problem, and it's because we are no more focusing on them. They set us up with these distractors, and we are no more focusing on them, and now they are gallivanting. They're just gallivanting. They felt like they got it all. In fact, they've gotten the real leader now. So it's good, and I think we are seeing some stuff that is coming up. I'm sure very soon, they'll start packing their loads to get the hell out of our land. I don't see how somebody will say 99.99 of crime, this killing and everything in the land is from the youth, governing the youth. So what is your job? You are there, no job for the youth. What are you doing? Nothing. It's just to continue to stand, to label them to see an opportunity to carry out your assignment. Your assignment from Nigerian government. That's all he's doing. The label are youth, they'll deal with them because, those youth that man lock up. That's why when we're talking about our guys, by now they're supposed to go there, got these guys out, got them out because it's that they are just doing their assignment. So no problem. But I think we are seeing stuff that they're energizing to start off. That's what the enemy did. That in every point we'll start from the beginning. In every point we'll start from the beginning. But it's okay. It's okay. We're getting there. Thank you, everybody, that we're there to, we'll continue to teach our people, will continue to sanitize ourselves, will continue to learn every day, and we'll continue to remind ourselves what we have forgotten. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, our beloved sister. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you all the panelists that join us today. Every contribution we made is important. We are here to educate people and waken up the spirit of our people, and we will never allow them to distract us from any angle, from any corner. We will focus on the real problem, and that is what we're going to do. Thank you so much, my fellow people in Biafra land. May Chukwu come again and protect you, protect everyone, wherever you are. May Chukwu come again and protect us, give us that very divine protection to succeed until we take over our land completely. I pray for our leaders that Chukwu will be with them, guide and protect them, secure them, and give them wisdom to lead us to our destination. And every one of us will be there to glorify the name of Chukwu in his own land that he has given us to take care of. Thank you so much and stay blessed. See you again later in the day or tomorrow. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my youth day, Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
Chini do voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join, our children go so.